Hi everyone, it's Tammy with Frou-frou Studio and welcome back. Today we're going to do the hashtag 50 Stack Challenge 3, which is a weekly challenge hosted by Amy at Crafty Cat, where on Monday she draws 2 prompts out of her little bag of goodies, and you're to make 2 pieces of ephemera with the prompts that she draws. This challenge number 3, she is focusing on Christmas. However, the prompts are generic enough that if you do not want to make Christmas ephemera, that you could easily transfer it over to fall or just general ephemera. I have been doing kind of a mixture of all of them. Simply because it's a 25-week challenge with 2 prompts a week, and I didn't feel like that I made enough Christmas journals to need 50 pieces of ephemera. So that's why I've been kind of mixing mine up. This week I am doing Christmas for both of the prompts. The prompts were blue and green, or it could have been green and blue, but you get the point. And so I am going to start with the blue. And for those of you that have not been following my videos, all my ephemera I am making to fit in this box so that I can flip through it at a later date and pull out, what I want to put where. Today I am going to alter some envelopes. So I'm going to move my box out of the way so I have more work room, and we will get started. What I'm going to use as my base is just a regular size letter envelope with no pocket, and just a real inexpensive envelope. I think I got a box of these. I think I got them at the Dollar Tree, actually. But I have trimmed down the width of it a little bit so that it will fit in my little box, and also so that I could decide when I put it in a journal whether I wanted it to be like a belly band. I think it would work as a belly band. Might be a little wide that way, but you could definitely use it this way, because these are, how tall are these? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, about 6.5 inches tall. And I have cut mine to 3 inches wide, which I think is just a good size. And so it is open because I'm going to leave that open for a pocket. Okay? So the first thing we're going to do is I'm going to open this little flap up, and I'm going to cover the whole thing with this, which is the cover off an old French magazine from 1885, and you can see it's quite dilapidated, but and it's almost got like a newsprint texture to it, but I think it's really cool. So I'm going to use this bottom part down here, and I'm going to cover all of this. So I don't want to move that because that is keeping the glare from my light off, you guys, I hope, anyway. And I'm just going to use glue stick. I just ordered some new one of these glue sticks. I get them from Amazon, and it said they were going to be, a little bit longer to get, which they normally are. But then we have the thing from the post office that lets you know what you got coming in the mail. I can't remember what it's called. But anyway, it kept saying we were getting something from Germany. And my husband's brother is in Germany right now for Oktoberfest. And so he texted him and he's like, you know, did you send me something from Germany? And he's like, well, no. And so he asked me if I had anything on order. And I said, well, the only thing I have on order is my glue sticks that I got from Amazon. Well, he was like, well, it's going to be delivered, you know, today. And it says it's coming from Germany. And I was like, well, that's weird. Sure enough, it was my glue sticks from Germany. I thought that was so strange that it, I mean, I know other sellers, you know, sell on Amazon, but it was a Prime purchase, and, you know, I'm a Prime member, so I didn't pay shipping, and, or, you know, I mean, you do pay shipping because you pay for your membership, but you know what I mean. And I was like, man, I don't know how they afford to do that. I don't know how they afford to ship from Germany. But anyway, I got my glue sticks, so I'm happy. And maybe they were just out and had to do that. I don't know. I just thought it was strange that they didn't come from somewhere in the States. Because I order them all the time and they've never come, you know, from Germany before. Okay, so now we have that covered. It's nice and grungy. I'm going to let that dry before I fold that flat back down. But I'm going to go ahead and cover the other side as well. I'm not going to worry about the flap because, like I said, I'm probably going to make this like a flip out for a page. But I do want to cover this part. And again, I'm going to take this magazine, I think. Can I get that on there? The only thing about it is that will not be very sturdy. So maybe I should use, I don't have a lot of blue paper that's Christmassy. I could do that for most of it, and it's good cardstock, and so it would definitely be sturdy enough to cover this part. I've got this one little piece of paper. I could do like a collage. Got this menu card, which this is an original menu card from, it was in that scrapbook stuff, and I guess somebody has gone to a restaurant or something and they kept the menu, but it was pretty fancy. So beef tongue with caper sauce. Ugh. Ribs of lamb, little pig with applesauce. So I don't know what the restaurant is or anything, but it's quite interesting. Okay, so I've also got this little strip. So maybe I'll do like, this is like William Morris paper. So maybe I'll do like a collage on this side. Or maybe I'll just do, maybe. I've got the maybes, don't I? I was thinking maybe I could do coffee dyed paper and then put my little French magazine on it. Let's do that. Alright, so let's do this, because I really like that magazine cover. I found those at a thrift store, or not a thrift store, but it's supposed to be all antiques, but it's not. I mean, there's people that have garage sale stuff in there. Isn't that always the case? When you go someplace, it's like one of those where you rent the booth, like antique market kind of thing. And there's a person in there that has old books, and I love to go in there because I always find neat stuff, because he carries foreign language books, stuff that's from other countries. And I found these, he had marked them way down because the covers were all getting ripped, and I was like, yeah, I don't care. So I got all he had for a really good price, and they have really good pages inside the magazine, but the covers are this neat blue color, and they are damaged, but how often do we use something as a whole piece anyway? And the insides were in good shape. Alright. I just wanted to give a shout out to Amy. I'm praying for you, hon. I know your family is going through something kind of rough, and just wanted you to know I am thinking about you. And that is about as straight as a dog hind leg, as my dad used to say. But that's the actual envelope edge, so I don't want to cut it open. Alright, let's see if we can fold this back down now. Alright, so I can trim that off a little more. Hopefully not snip the envelope. If I do, I can always glue it back together. Okay. Alright, so there's that. Now, do I want to put some of this on here? I think I do, but I think I'm going to rip off this little top part right here. Making sure. I had a panic that I glued my pocket shut, and I about did, because I'm not thinking. I needed to not glue all the way across that page. Hope I can pull it up real quick here. I glued all the way across that, and I can't do that because if I do that, it's gonna glue my pocket shut. Amy, I must have really been thinking about you. She has done that before. So be careful, guys, if you're using an envelope. You don't want to put glue in that little V part. You all probably know that, and you're probably screaming at me while I was doing it. But luckily, I used glue stick, so I was able to pull it back up. And we'll just kind of make sure that it's not going to stick until it dries. Okay. All right, so I'm going to tear this little blank part off up here and try to be really careful. There we go. Now I'm going to glue this on here like that. So I'm going to put my glue stick down. And I don't care if a little bit of that tea dye shows, that's fine. Because it's gonna, you know, be a flip anyway, so you probably will not see that. Let's put a little bit more glue right here on this ripped part. Give that a little mend. And then again, we will trim around it. This paper is so flimsy, it's hard to cut it. Alright, let's check on our pocket again. Okay, that's good. And then I think I'm going to put something on the inside of there to or maybe not. I don't mind that. I started to say to kind of hide that security hatching on the inside, but it's not a bad color. It's kind of a grayish, charcoal gray color, so I don't really mind it. Kind of matches the print on the piece of paper. Okay, all these little blue pieces, except for the teeny tiny ones, we're going to go down here in my scrap bin because I will utilize those again. I just love the blue color. Alright, so now we have a flip that'll go on our journal page, and it will flip open. So we need to decorate depending on, I'm going to do it this way, I think, and have it flip this way. And then maybe when I do the green one, which we're going to do the same way, I'll have it flip the other way. Alright, so to decorate, I have, this is one of the old scrapbook pieces, and you can see it's crumbling as well. So I'm going to use it on one side. And then I'm going to use this digital on the other side. And I'm sorry, I've had this and I do not know whose it is. And so I think I'm going to use this with this maybe. So maybe this one I'll put a little piece of this. It's kind of got some wintry looking snowflake looking things. It's got a real pretty print on the other side too, but it's more red. So I'm going to put that kind of there. And I thought I had some music paper. Let me look at my green stack. I do have some rub-ons. Alright, so let's ink some of this while I'm thinking about it. I'm using Vintage Photo. I'm going to go really gently because these edges are already kind of cracked. Which I do not mind at all, but I don't want to cause any more if I can help it. Okay, so let's put that piece down. And I'm going to use art glitter glue on this because I don't want to tear it up with the glue stick. Oops, see, like that. Get up there. Okay. So far, so good. then on the other side, I'm going to use these ladies. I'm just going to fussy tear. I want to put some of my, I don't want to cover up all that. Alrighty. Okay, so I think I'm going to put a strip of this on here. Then I'm going to put this on here. And then I'm going to put that on there to make it look kind of like washi tape. Make sure my pocket's still open. It is. I think I'm going to put another piece of this. No, I'm not, because I really like that the card is not. I think I'm going to put this big O 25. sticking. I don't know why I was trying to peel it off way over there on the other side. And then, what else can we put on there? Ah. Merry Christmas in French, right? Oops, no. There we go. Kind of saved. The Y's a little crooked. Maybe I can fix that with a pen, especially the O. There we go. All right, so that's that side. And this will wrap around the page. So what are we gonna do here? Let it snow maybe. And I'll hold it down this time. Move up so you can see me mess up. I feel like those are coming off. That's because, Tammy, you've got the paper underneath it, you dork. Were y'all screaming at the top of your lungs? Take the paper off? I think I need to start this day all over. Oh, look how much better that works. Amazing, isn't it? And then I need something to go right there. Let's do this little round one. And I will take the paper off this time. I was just thinking, man, those work much better than this. Why is it not working? Operator error. Like at my job, somebody will call me and would call me. Don't have to worry about that anymore, but they'd say, I just can't get this thing to work. I've tried everything, you know, and it's not working. And I'll say, well, did you try to restart the program? How come every time something goes wrong, you know, your first response is to restart the program? And I'm like, well, because usually by the time that you call me, you've poked every button that you could possibly poke. And it's not wanting, you've got it so messed up now, it doesn't know what it wants to do. So, restart. And 9 times out of 10, that will fix it. So, yeah. But anyway, I don't have to do those dates anymore. It makes me very happy. So we're just going to ink here real quick, and then we'll move on to the green one, and hopefully it'll go a little quicker. And then once I determine, you know, the journal or whatever, I'll put some kind of tag or card or something in there to go now that my pocket is fixed and it's not glued shut anymore. This one will be too wide, but just something to slide down in there like that. And probably something that's both-sided, two-sided. And then this will, like if this was the journal, this will fit on the page like this. And it will flip open like that. Okay? So that's the blue one. So now let's move on to the green one. And like I said, the green one's going to be about the same thing, except everything green. So I'm going to cover the envelope with this paper, which is handmade paper, in Italy. So that's what we're going to use to cover, and hopefully I'm going to have enough to do both sides. I should. Yep, I should. Alright, so let's get our glue stick on here. I really hope that because my glue came from Germany, it doesn't mean that it's going to be hard to get here, because it's absolutely my favorite. I cannot stand Uhu. It's too squishy. I'll just probably quit using glue stick if that's the case, and just stick with my art glitter glue. Okay, and we're going to trim around this. And you could decorate this flap too. You know, I don't want to decorate the flap until I know the journal. Because I don't know at this point what's going to be on the opposite page. And so I don't want to decorate it with something and then, you know, it not match what I'm doing. So that's why I'm not doing anything to it right now. Oh, do I have a glue glob on there? I've got glue all over my desk somehow. Excuse me while I get a little wet wipe here. I'm afraid that's going to get on my paper. Of course, I don't have anything to dry it with, so that wasn't a very smooth thing to do. I don't think I have a dry one anywhere close. Oh, I can do have about a ton of napkins in here. We'll just use a napkin. Okay. Now we're good. Sorry about that. All right. I have just a little bit of this hanging off the bottom that I'm gonna trim up here. And again, you wouldn't have to use the same paper if you wanted to use a different paper on the other side. Actually, I may do that. I may use this one, this little Christmas Carol paper, because it's a little bit thicker. It's cardstock. So if I trim off the brand strip here. And this is Graphics 45, and it is Christmas Carol, the Christmas Carol collection, and it's a couple years old at least. Yeah, that's gonna work good. Alright, I don't want to get it in that crease. I'm gonna go ahead and try to fold this and not hope it's not gonna mess up too bad, because I can't see where to. Oops, went too far. Oops, not far enough. If you ever have one of those days where you just need to just not do anything because it can be dangerous. That's what I feel like today. Okay. Okay, mark that. Move everything out of the way so I could reach my pencil. Alright, so if I cut that there, and then I cut that there, I'm trying to find my pencil mark. I thought I had it. Well, I don't know what I was cutting on, but it wasn't a pencil mark. Oh, because it's on this one, I bet. See? I'm telling you guys. It's getting pretty scary. But I am not going to glue my envelope shut this time. Famous last words. I am not going to glue. As a matter of fact, to make sure that I don't, I'm going to put the glue on the envelope and not on the paper. That's a good way to solve that, guys. Just put it around the edge of the envelope and then put your paper on. Just like that. And I still put it too long, I think. Okay, let's trim that. Okay, and then on this one I have these lovely ladies that I'm going to put on here. And I'm just going to tear that there and about there. And I've got these rub-ons in green. And then I also have some green and white plaid. Now, I think I'm going to take coffee dyed paper and put behind them, because I really want to use this kind of deck the halls thing right here. So I'm gonna kind of cut that out. And rub it on here, and then we can decide where we want to put it. And these rub-ons, I think, are $49 in Market. I got them last year, I believe, at a local scrapbook shop. Flat sticks probably work better, but I don't have one. Quicker, I won't say better. But you cover more ground with a flat stick than with this little thing. Okay. Alright, so where's my tear rubber? I'm going to tear here. And here. Across the top a little bit. Oh, I don't mind that. I'm going to put them on there. I'll actually flip this around and put it down here somewhere. Yep, I think that'll work just fine. Okay, so let's ink that up. And this one. I was making sure I wasn't putting it upside down, because the way the day is going, that would have been very possible. Actually, I think I'm going to put this down first and then put that just kind of in the corner. Alright, so that's that side. And then on the other side, I don't think I'm going to do anything as far as putting a focal point at this juncture because that paper is quite busy. I think I'm just going to leave it for now. Check my pocket. We're good. And then I am going to use this for the tag that goes inside, or the journal card or whatever. So I'm going to go ahead and cut that and put it in there. But I'm not going to put anything else on it. I just want to have it in there so I remember that I wanted to include this plaid. And my thinking is somewhere in my Christmas stash, I have some of those Tim Holtz Victorian die-cut silhouette kind of things. And I'm thinking about putting one of those on the card and putting it in there. But yeah, that one's real cute. I like the green one, I think, better than the blue one, even though I like the blue. Even though I like the blue paper. I could put some, let me see what's in here. I was thinking I could put like a, holly and or something on there, but I don't really have anything right here. That's real pretty. That's got lots of green. Let's do that. There we go. And I may add this is evergreen. Okay, do we need anything else on the blue? That one's got enough words on it for sure. I don't think so. I think we're okay. Yep. Alright guys, so that's it. That's hashtag 50 Star Challenge number 3 for this week. The prompts were blue and green. So I hope you guys enjoyed that. And if you haven't checked out my new series that I started today, actually, the video came out today, because I'm filming a day ahead, on Wednesday. It's called Wednesday Grunge Play, and every week I'm going to be exploring my favorite type of junk journaling, which is vintage grunge. And so I'm going to be making ephemera and showing processes and doing all kinds of fun stuff with grunge. So if that's something that you're interested in, tune into that. I do have a playlist for it. And like I said, the first episode is aired on Wednesday, since this is now Thursday in video world. So I hope you will check that out, and I hope that you will hang with me. Tomorrow we'll do I Saw It on Pinterest. And until then, everybody have a great evening, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye.